Like many horror movies, Basket Case is about family. Specifically, two brothers who are very close, and used to be closer, and now want revenge on the people who separated them. A powerful attack on the US healthcare system, Basket Case is a poor man's Eraserhead, without David Lynch's artistry. A man lives in a room with a misshapen creature that prevents him from having the social and romantic life he desires. The people in Basket Case ain't pretty. The movie was shot by Frank Henenlotter for $35,000, and it looks it. The opening attack scene is like something from a kid's 8mm home movie. A doctor is stalked and then murdered by something with a misshapen claw, and someone with the creature steals files from the doctor's home. But things get better when we get to location footage of New York, 1980. Our main character, Dwayne, carries a wicker basket, which holds something that grunts like a pissed-off Muppet. Dwayne gets a room in the Hotel Braslin, one of the perfect movie settings, an awesome cheap hotel director Henenlotter shoots to best advantage. We see various levels down stairways, and we never really get a sense of just how big it is. Right away we're introduced to the sweaty manager and some creepy guests, also known as future victims. One is Casey, and her mere presence is a powerful attack on the US sex worker industry. Dwayne asks, "Any place I can get something to eat around here?" Around here being New York City, known for its lack of restaurants. After feeding a bunch of hamburgers to the thing in the wicker basket, Dwayne goes to sleep, but he's awakened by something we cannot hear. "Shut up and let me get some sleep," he shouts. Dwayne is having a psychic conversation with Belial, a head and arms and melted yuck who was attached to Dwayne and was surgically removed and almost destroyed. He now lives in the basket Dwayne is brought to New York. We follow Dwayne and Belial as they use the information they took from the guy killed in the opening scene. They now know who separated them and are going to kill them off one by one. Cleverly, the doctors have names like Cutter and Needleman. The rest of the movie is about their killing spree and also about young love and commitment, like a really weird Hallmark movie. Basket Case tries to blend the bloody and the funny in a way that was perfected a little later in Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2, but it has a slipshod style similar to the original Evil Dead. Basket Case was shot in a 16mm format and blown up to 35mm and looks it, a grainy texture that only helps the atmosphere. Everyone focuses on Belial when they talk about this movie, but to the outside world, this is the story of a young man with secrets who moves to the big city so he can do the things he dreamed about doing back home. Considering that Belial is uncontrollable except when Dwayne locks him up, Dwayne is acting as a serial killer and uses this pile of clay to off his victim. He meets a woman, and for the first time he has a shot at a normal human relationship. Of course, he would never have met her if he didn't target the doctor she works for, so like all things family, it's complicated. Basket Case wouldn't be remembered at all if not for Belial, one of the goofiest monsters of the 80s. He has a face with lots of sharp teeth, a couple of claws, and then the sculptor seemed to give up, and it's a mix of the awful and the absurd that makes this thing endure in memory. Belial is a stump of the Elephant Man, but his wide eyes and over-the-top mouth make it impossible to take him completely seriously, so we find him pitiful. The violence of his attacks reminds us that he's a threat. Basket Case is a mix of the bizarre and the funny, unintentionally funny as well as intentional, which makes it prime cult movie material. I can't say much about the sequels, where Henenlotter lets the humor get too blatant, but the first in this trilogy is a nasty little treat for a Saturday night. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you cut your nails regularly.